All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. So first things first, I want to say today is a very special day. Today is my father's birthday. So make sure if you're watching, go ahead and leave a comment. Wish my dad a happy birthday. I know he's probably watching right now, so happy birthday, old man. So for today's video, we have 6 new Racing Champions Mint cars. Now, if you'll remember in my last video, I unboxed my first ever Racing Champions Mint car, and I was quite impressed with it. I was really pleased with the quality of it and everything. So I decided to go head over... Ooh, easy there, shaking the camera. I decided to go head over to the autoworldstore.com, which is where I get most of my stuff, and go ahead and put an order in for a set of 6 Racing Champions Mint cars. Now, these guys are pretty old. Well, not pretty old, but kind of old. These are from 2018, release number 3. There's 6 of them. Now, before I start going over each of these cars, I want to show you something else kind of strange that happened today when I opened this order up. So, obviously, all 6 of these cars were in the order. They were packaged in there nicely. And then there was this guy in here. And if you'll remember, I unboxed one of these in my last video. This is the 1970 Johnny Lightning Special Indy car. This is Al Unser Sr.'s car. We unboxed that, where is it? Right here. Yep. There's the one from last week's video. Now, when I opened my package from the Auto World store, I saw this in there, and I was like, what? I don't remember ordering that. And I had to question myself. I was like, did I order that and not realize it and accidentally buy a second one? So I grabbed my packing slip. Let me fold this so you can't get my address. End up doxing myself. This is my packaging slip. We've got the Racing Champions Mint 2018 Release 3 Set B. Quantity of 1. And, yeah, that's it. It's just my, shipping details up here. But this is all I ordered. This is all that's all they charged me for, was these 6 cars here. So I guess, somebody in the shipping department was like, hey, it's your lucky day, pal, and stuff this thing into my order. Or, maybe somebody screwed up. Unfortunately, the box is a little crunched up a little bit, but I may still pin this guy up on the wall just because it is a really cool car, and it's a very, iconic Johnny Lightning. It is their, their Indy car from 1970. I think Johnny Lightning started in 1969, so... But, yeah, lucked out again with the Auto World store. It seems like I don't have anything but good luck with those guys, so... Some cool stuff there. And, another car to the collection. A free one. Won't say no to a freebie. Anywho, let's get the lift over here, and we'll start... Actually, move it over there. Checking out our cars for today's video. So first up, we've got this 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. I think I do have a 67 floating around somewhere. But I could be mistaken. But, very nice casting. Really good-looking car. I am noticing these are just a little bit bigger as far as scaling goes. These are a little on the big side. Not quite as large as M2 scaling, but a little off from Johnny Lightning. Next, we have this 86 Chevy El Camino. This is a really cool one. I believe 86 was the last year for the El Camino. It could have been 87, actually. I might be wrong about that. But, yeah, and it looks like it has some custom pipes on the side there. Very cool looking. This is when they had the Monte Carlo front ends on them. Next, we have a 71 Plymouth Barracuda, a Hemi-Cuda, in that pinkish, oh god, here we go, Moulin Rouge. I think that's how you say it. I always butcher that. Next, we've got a 66 Chevy Nova SS, another very cool mid-60s Chevy. That'll go great with the Chevelle. They'll look awesome together. This guy down here, our 1940 Ford pickup truck. This is really cool. This thing, I can't wait to get this one out of the box. And then lastly, over here on the end, we have a 75 Chevy van with the really cool mural on the side. Little moon window in the back. And, oh, that's so cool. The window in the back is supposed to look like an eclipse. It's like eclipsing the sun. We'll take a closer look at that when I get that out of the box. That's pretty neat. So let's get started. So we'll bring the camera into where we need it, right about there. And we will start off with our 67 Chevy Chevelle SS. Right there. All right, so here is our 67 Chevy Chevelle. We've got the hood open there. What is that, a 396 under there? It's a Super Sport. Could be a 401 or something, or a 409 or something. Leave a comment, let me know. I'm not in big block brain mode right now. I can't seem to think of what's on there under the hood there. I'm pretty sure that's a 396. I could be wrong though. Very, very nice looking car. Very big. I'm noticing about all of these, and I actually just read the back of the card there. There's something interesting I want to show you guys. But regardless of the size, it is a very, very nice casting. I absolutely love it. It looks awesome. The quality is just top notch. You know, no triangle tires, no chip paint, nothing. These Racing Champs Mint, like I said in my last video, they really seem to be up to par with Johnny Lightning and Auto World's quality. And my dog is here visiting. Hold on, we'll say hi. Hey, buddy. Oh, uh-oh. Losing the camera. Anywho, sorry about that. I think the dog's joining me for this video, or for this recording. He'll be fine. Anyway, let's take a quick look underneath here. We've got our license plate. It says, I can't read that right now, I'm sorry. I need... I don't know if I can make that out to, it looks like DEEP N20, NZO, Deep NZO. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really get that one. Very, very nice car. We've got, looks like black interior in there. Get a look at that with the hood closed there. Very, very good looking. I like the wheels on here as well. Nice classic rally, or those aren't rally wheels. Those are, I forget what those are called. Take a quick look underneath this guy. We do have 67 Chevy Chevelle, so we've got a year, make, and model cast into the base. We also have a production date, 10/17/2016. Wow. Or, oh no, that's an 8. That says 2018. A little chipped up. So we'll take a quick look at our card here as well. Unfortunately, Racing Champions doesn't seem to give you any fun facts about your car on the front of the card here. But on the back, it talks a little bit about Racing Champions launched the mint line of collectibles diecast thanks to round 2. Yeah, this is what I was talking. These freshly minted 3 1/4 inch gems. So it doesn't say 1/64 scale. It says 3 1/4 inch. So I don't think these cars actually abide by 1/64 scale. They're just 3 1/4 inch scale cars. Once available in all new paint schemes, whether it's the latest factory speed machine or just one of your favorite showroom classics, the Racing Champions Mint Collection is timeless. And there's a couple other cars from their 2018 release number 2. Some interesting stuff there. You got a... Is that a Pacer or a Gremlin? I think that's a Pacer, right? Or is that a Gremlin? I forget which one's which. Really cool looking Camaro there too. And then these are all 6 of the cars from 2018, release number 3. We've got our 66 Nova, the 40 Ford pickup, 75 Chevy van, 86 El Camino, 71 Cuda, and the 67 Chevelle right here. So we'll get this card tucked into our box here. And keep moving right along. So we'll get this guy parked up. About right there. And let's open up the 1986 Chevy El Camino. This is a really, really cool looking car. So I'm excited about this one. All right, here is our 86 El Camino. Under the hood, that should be a 350 small block, at least from the factory, but this guy looks a little modified. Although, they did have, I think they were carbureted still in 86. They may have been that early throttle body fuel injection on these motors towards the end of them. I know in the mid-80s is right around when the throttle body fuel injection... You know what? I could be wrong. That might have been 88? 88 or 89 when the throttle body fuel injection was introduced to the 350 small block. At least in the trucks, I know it was. Very, very cool looking model. We got our license plate here. Oh, my dog's freaking out. Hold on. Sorry about that. Neighbors are shooting off fireworks now, so never a dull day in the neighborhood. Anywho, we have our license plate here. Says El Camino instead of El Camino. No, I know, I get it. It's El Camino. Really cool looking side pipes on this thing as well, coming out right in front of the rear axle there. We'll go ahead and get the hood closed there. So this is when the El Caminos had the Monte Carlo front end. Do I have an 80s Monte Carlo? All my Monte Carlos are from like the late 70s. Yeah. But yeah, this is what the front end of the El Camino and Monte Carlos looked like in the 80s, although the El Camino was usually based off the Chevelle. They often shared a front end. Once the Chevelle was discontinued, it started sharing the front end with the Monte Carlo. Very, very cool looking car. We do have really nice mirrors on. They're not that nice. I thought they were nicer. They looked really, really detailed for a second. Now they're just little nubs. But, I mean, I still like to see mirrors on them. So we'll take a quick look at our base here. We do have 86 Chevy El Camino printed on the base there, as well as 10/17/2018 as our production date. So very cool little car there. And then our card, again, not really any facts or anything, but there's your 86 Chevy El Camino. Yeah, and the back of the card is, you know, exactly the same as the last one we looked at. Whoa, easy, easy. Relax. Jeez. All right. Anyway, here is our 1966 Chevrolet Nova SS. So we will get this guy out of the box next. Very, very, very cool. All right. So here is our 66 Chevy Nova. Again, nice little red line tires on there. Spoked hubcaps. We've got our Super Sport emblem on the back fender there. No chrome on the gas cap. I love that. Very nice dark emerald green color. Looks really, really good. So we'll bring this around to the front. I'll show you the engine detail on this guy is absolutely awesome, to the point that we actually have what looks like a serpentine belt system on there, and then your twin intakes. So that is either a 327 or a 427. I cannot remember which one it was. I know it ends in 27. It was either a 3 or a 4. I want to say it was a 327. I don't think these guys were big block cars. Very good looking car though. Oop, there we go. Secondary latch on there. So we will take, let's see, what does our license plate say there? Get a look at it in the back here. The dog is now sitting on my lap, so this is a little more challenging now. SS327, there you go. It's a 327 in this guy. There's your answer. I couldn't remember. So that answers that question. Let's take a peek underneath. I don't think we looked under this guy. There's our production date, again, 10/17/2018, and we do have 66 Chevy Nova printed on the base down there. I like that they do the year, make, and model for each of these cars. That is nice to see. So next up, we're going to open up our 1971 Plymouth Barracuda. All right, so here is our Hemi-powered Cuda. The hood open, we do have our Hemi Orange 426 under the hood there with the shaker on top. So we'll go ahead and close the hood, and you can see the shaker poking through. Nice little hood pin details on there as well. Look at how shiny the chrome on the bumper of this car is. It's so shiny that all you can see is the reflection of the grille. That's pretty cool. That is some super detailed chrome on there. Very nice looking car. Although, what is that? Is that supposed to be like a taillight marker in the middle of the Hemi stripe? I've never... Hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, no. All my other Hemi Cudas have that little marker in the Hemi stripe there. I don't know, that just looks a little foreign for some reason. Huh. Weird. There's our license plate back there. It does say Hemi on it. Look at the shine on that chrome. That is amazing. And then there is on the back. So if we can get this in a legible position, as you can see, it does say just Cuda on it, as opposed to the earlier models that do say Barracuda on them. You'll get people that fight you tooth and nail. Oh, the later model's technically called a Cuda. The earlier one's a Barracuda. Which, I mean, I guess technically you're right. It does, you know, the badge only says Cuda on it, not Barracuda. So, yeah, very cool stuff. Interesting color, this here we go. Moulin Rouge. There, I think I got it that time. Really stands out. I do have maybe what, 1, 2, 3 or 4 other cars in this color, other Mopars in this color. So it'll definitely match with some other stuff in my collection. Very cool looking car. Go ahead and take a look at the bottom here, and ew, it's got a plastic. Ah, that's plastic. Yuck. Has a plastic base on it, and they painted it silver so it looks metal. Nice. There's our 1970 Plymouth Barracuda on there, as well as our manufacture date, 10/17/2018. Yucky plastic base cars. I'm going to move this so we can move all of these up here where you guys can see them. There, that looks a little better. All right, let's get our 1975 Chevy van opened up. Very, very cool car. Truck, van, box with wheels, whatever you want to call it. Get the lift, pull it over, there we go. All right, this is a cool one, guys. This is a really cool one. So here is our 75 Chevrolet van with, I know I just did a video with the 2 Johnny Lightning Boogie vans, but just more 70s van culture. I absolutely love them. They're so cool. All the different paint jobs and custom interiors, all kinds of cool stuff. So this guy is called Sunset Eclipse, and as you can see back here, it's supposed to look like a, God, what is it? When the moon goes in front of the sun, it is a lunar eclipse, right? Yeah, because lunar is eclipsing the sun. Right, that makes sense. Anyway, it's supposed to look like an eclipse, but that's actually his little moon window, as you would call it. No opening hood on this guy, unfortunately, but I don't really think that would work too well with a van anyway. Not super crazy about the wheels on it either. They're kind of ugly, but eh. The rest of the van still looks really good. Let's see, do we have a license plate on here? No license plate, but oh, no way. Hold on. Oh, that's cool. The back door is open. So we didn't get an opening hood on it, but we do have opening back doors, which all we really have in there is a little partition. I would have loved to have seen like a little, maybe a bed and some camping supplies, or, you know, little chill pad, something cool back there. But yeah, just an empty van, kind of creepy. Anyway, though, really, that's super cool that it has opening back doors. There you go. Yeah, Sunset Eclipse. Very, very cool van. Real quick, we'll take a peek underneath. We do have a metal base on here, thank goodness. As always, same production date, 10/17/18. And down there on the bottom, we have 1975 Chevy van used under license. And if you'll notice, all of these cars from today are actually Racing Champions Mint bases. I know my first Racing Champions Mint was actually just a rebranded Johnny Lightning. So I guess that one was truly 1/64 scale, whereas the rest of these guys are 3 1/4 inch. So lastly, we have our 1940 Ford pickup truck. This, I can't believe I'm about to say this about a Ford, but this might be my favorite truck from today's video, although the van's pretty cool. And, you know, we've got all the Chevys down here. This is a really cool one. Look at the mirrors on that one. Ooh, let's get this thing out of the box. Alright guys, so I am holding the hood open on this guy because I really want to show you this. So it looks like an old flathead Ford V8 in there. Which interestingly enough, so back many years ago when I was in trade school, I went to a very popular automotive trade school that I'm sure everyone has seen the commercial for. And I took the Ford Specialized Training Program, and outside of one of the classrooms was an old Ford Flathead V8 on a stand. And, yeah, what a weird, antiquated piece of machinery. I mean, you would get kids walking by that thing going, what the, what? Very interesting. If you have the time, it's worth looking up how a Ford Flathead V8 operates. It's very interesting. Basically, and I'm getting like really crude description here, but basically instead of your valves being in the cylinder head, your valves are in the block, kind of adjacent, or like, yeah, I guess adjacent to the, where the head of the piston reaches the deck of the block. So the combustion chamber is almost entirely in the cylinder head, and it lets... Go watch a video. I don't have all night to sit here and explain how this stuff works. But anyway, really, really, really cool model we've got here. Beautiful white wall tires with the red wheels and chrome center caps. Very good looking. I'm not usually a fan of black and red paint schemes. I don't know, something about it just is very played out, but this looks really good, and I think the white wall tires are just enough contrast to really make it look perfect. I do have the tailgate down for you guys there, so we'll go ahead and fold that up. You can see there doesn't seem to be any lettering or anything on the tailgate or any real markings on this thing, but except for the Ford emblem up there on the hood. You can see that. We do have an mirror, a single mirror, on this truck, because back in the 1940s you only really had a driver side mirror. Passenger side mirrors, a little flick of dirt on the paint on the hood there. And it also seems that there is only one windshield wiper on this guy, so pretty, more dirt on it, pretty basic, but you know, 1940s. Wow, that mirror is so cool. It's not just a nub, you know, formed into the casting. Like, that is actually a separate plastic piece. That looks really nice. I like that a lot. Yeah, really, really cool truck. I like this thing a ton. The front end is so cool. Wow. Awesome, awesome stuff. And, yeah, I know I haven't been showing all the cards, but there's the card for this guy as well. Like I said, there's not really much to read on there or anything. Although, ooh, well, real quick, I will show you. So, you guys know I love my white lightnings. This is Racing Champions Mint version of a white lightning. This is called a Gold Strike. It says this, it's same thing. Generally, 2% of our entire production run are Gold Strike chase car variations. These bonus versions are mixed in with the regular release. 2 or more features will usually be changed to gold. We intentionally mix up the traits, so start looking. They're a thrill to find. Check this package. You just may have a Gold Strike. So a Gold Strike is basically just a Racing Champions White Lightning, and Auto World has Ultra Reds, and Green Light has Green Machines. M2 has, I don't think M2 has a fun name for theirs. I think they're just called M2 Chases, and they have Gold. They also have Gold features. But Racing Champions has Gold Strike, so if I ever get one of those, I will certainly feature it on the channel, and I'll probably put it up with my White Lightnings, probably above them or next to them or something. So, and we aren't quite done with this guy, are we? We don't have a license plate anywhere on this truck, unfortunately, but I'll take a quick look at the base. We've got another plastic base on here. I don't like plastic. But you do have all metal running boards. The body is a pretty large piece on here, so I can see why they use plastic to probably save weight. There is our production date again, and you can just about make out all the grease and dirt under my thumbnail there. Sorry. 1940, or just 40 Ford PU for pickup. So that is our base for that guy. So that is all 6 of our brand new Racing Champions Mint. This is release number 3, we said, from 2018. Right? Release number 3. I already got to check again. Yes. There you go. 2018, release 3. Very cool stuff. So what do you say, for old time's sake, we get them into the parking garage and check them out under the lights? All right, so there is our 1966 Chevy Nova with the 327. The 1967 Chevelle with what I think is a 396. Hold on one second. It might actually say on that little badge on the fender. All right, so there is actually a number in that little badge on the front of the fender there, but my eyes just cannot make it out, unfortunately. But if you know off the top of your head what motor was in the 67 Chevelle SS, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know. Moving right along, we've got our 1986 Chevy El Camino. There's a pretty good angle. Let's scoot the van over a little bit so you can get the whole car in. There we go. Very cool looking car. This is probably my only late model El Camino. All my other stuff is like 60s and 70s. And then down here on the end, we have Sunset Eclipse, the 1975 Chevy van. Very, very cool. I think this one, it might be a toss-up between this and the Ford pickup for my favorite for today. All right, and lastly, we do have our 71 Hemi Cuda upstairs here. This thing looks like pretty low. Almost looks like it's lowered. And then lastly, the 1940 Ford pickup truck. Very, very cool looking truck. Absolutely love this thing. I'll see if we can get a good shot of it. There you go. Sorry, I'm like wiggling around a little bit here. Very cool stuff. All right, there they are, all 6 of them in their glory. Really cool stuff. All right, guys, so that's going to about do it for today's video. So make sure if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me which car was your favorite, and make sure you wish my dad a happy birthday. Because I know he does watch these videos. He watches all my videos. He comments on all my videos. So he will see if you wish him a happy birthday. And make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me too, guys. I know I said it a few times before, but I am on the road to trying to get 1,000 subscribers, so I would love to see that by whenever it happens, but you know. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.